Hi there. So today we'll be speaking about Rita's artwork. The name of the piece is Os subalimentados do sonho, a arte de comer. To the underfed of the dream, art is to eat. It's a quote by a poet named Natalia Correia, for whoever wants to look it up. So, Rita. Rita is an emerging Portuguese artist that currently lives and works in Paris, and she has a background in performative arts, which is closely tied to the nature of this work, actually, and I'll explain a bit about that in a bit. Her practice is multidisciplinary, empirically driven, or in other words, experience oriented. It has a participative nature, either through collaborations with other artists or artworks that prompt participation. This piece, formally speaking, is a wafer paper made of olive oil, salt, and potato starch. So it's 100% eatable. And here we meet the ephemeral nature, not only because it can be eaten, but the fact that it can also be eaten in performance. So you can eat it with your loved ones on a table, or you can put it on the wall. But the fact that it can be eaten and shared has that fleeting quality, if you may, that the piece holds. And that is a clear critique to the veracity of the markets. Again, contemporary times. You produce and it eats you up, right? Quite literally. Or simply it can be a critique to the basic social injustices that people are still deprived of basic needs. Poverty. At this day and age, contemporary times, we have poverty. It's a huge critique to that, not only because it's an artwork that can be eaten, but in fact, for those who are truly observing the piece, plastically speaking, visually speaking, there is an intervention. It is not clearly only a print. And I don't want to spoil it, but if you observe, you'll find it. So Rita prompts us really to reflect on the impact of our actions. Not only because there's an action per se in the artwork of the artist, but it also is prompting us to eat, right? So there's a direct relation in her artwork and the art she produces because it prompts action. And she really prompts us to reflect on this brutal reality we live, right? The injustices and wars and where are our actions in this reality, right? So how can we create a democratic space, as she says, for everyone to savor? So how can we accept the fact that we are living a brutal reality, but also take action in that? And the first action within accepting is talking about it, right? And this artwork really allows us to simply talk about what's really going on in our time. So it's definitely brutal. It's a brutal piece. Visually brutal, as they say here in Portugal, which means brutal. It's a beautiful piece, but it's also a brutal reality check. And that is Rita for you.